I started.
Okay.
Hi! We're back!
Yeah, you should recognize most of us at this point. We've got Amber, our current secretary. We have Leah, our current community manager. And we have Jami, once again, the person who's supposed to be keeping us in line, who usually is the one who derails us. So, hey, we're going to see how this goes. Does anybody want to read the general disclaimer? Or do you
I've never gotten to read the general disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed within our program are the thoughts of our TAC members and do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of Marvin Memorial Library as an organization.
Fantastic. And remember, we want to be slightly louder so that the mic hits it, because for those people listening only on audio, we want to be as clear as possible. So your spikes over here should be larger rather than really small and tiny. See? Big difference. Okay.
I talk loudly anyway, so there's never an issue with that.
It's usually not a problem we have to worry about. We just do like to remind
They're
Leah
talking
of that.
to me. They're talking to me. Hey, my spikes are really good right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Yay.
So, we've introduced ourselves. At this point, you should know who most of us are. Is there anything... when was the last time you did a podcast?
Oh, it's been March.
It's been like a couple of months.
Since March,
So what have you been doing since then?
A lot. I've done a play since then. I've been featured in a play.
It was really funny. They did a really good job.
I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I've had a recital, because I do dance, like I've said a couple times. I had my end of the year recital. I finished my junior year. I've taken 2 AP tests since then. Those were... The government AP test, if anybody took it, wasn't bad. Didn't mind that at all. The AP literature, language, no, not for me. I spaced out for like half of it. It was great. I've done that. I've also taken the ACT twice since then. I got
Been a busy bee.
I'm also thinking I've done other things since then. I know that. Yeah.
Well, if anything else comes up, we'll talk about it in our conversational parts.
Yeah.
Leah, you did you do last month's? No. That was Brenna and Alexis.
Yes.
So it's been a couple of months since you did this. Anything new? Exciting? Anything you want to share? Anything has happened except like the school year ended and now we're doing summer programming?
I've also had other things once Leah's done.
I don't know. I'm pretty boring. Not much has happened. Just drawing comics, whatnot.
Yeah, that's I thought that was basically it, but I don't like to speak for you.
I've also participated in led and done leadership roles and camp convention and safety town since school's ended. I do a lot.
Yes, you have been busy lately. Okay, so let's take a look at what are we working on?
Our summer program.
Our summer program? Really? I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the thing.
That was the corniest thing you could have ever done.
Here's the thing. Okay, so for the first time in over a year, I have on the regular Storytime Kids here in person for story time, so it's not just me looking at a camera anymore. So the Miss Jami portion of Jami, rather than just the normal Jami part, is getting a little louder like it used to be, which is really fun and exciting, but yeah, you might have to occasionally remind me of my audience. So our summer program, what is our summer program this year? Does anybody want to talk about? We've talked about it a little bit in previous podcasts, but do we want to talk? Since we're full swing right in the middle of it now, because it is the middle of June, do we...
It's the end of June, isn't it?
Well, it's the 20th. It's
Happy Pride Month, y'all.
Leah, talk about it.
Okay, summer program, super awesome. You should definitely sign up.
What is the theme?
The theme is Tales and Tales.
So in case you're confused,
yeah,
because that is the same word twice.
But
it's the 2 different spellings. Figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, this is English and nothing makes sense. So
Tales and Tales!
The theme, so animals. Animals is the theme. It's super snazzy.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, we're all having a good time.
We had the Ohio Bird Sanctuary came for a program. This is the first
cool.
time we've ever had them for a program, teen or children. And they did a really good job. That was really fun. They talked... That was a really good night.
It was.
Yeah, it was really fun.
We learned about birds. And they brought birds with them. It was fun.
It was very fun. I very much enjoyed it. I actually went and almost seen it twice, but that's just because I live here, essentially.
You did almost help with the children's program, but...
I had a baseball game I had to go to.
Okay.
I don't play baseball. I need to make that explicitly clear.
Okay, so some businessy things before we get into the actual what we've liked and what we haven't liked so far about summer reading. For those of you interested who have not yet registered, you can do that.
Do people from Shelby watch this?
I have no idea, but we're gonna throw it out there just in case. if you have not yet registered and you do want to register, you can do that using the link on marvinlibrary.org/program/teens, which is where we direct you every month. This is probably where you found the podcast. There's a link there to do that. You can do it here in person, or you can do it at home and then pick up your stuff later. There are a few online options, but a lot of it is in person this year, your raffle slips and everything. We've got scavenger hunts, we've got photo contests, trivia contests, bingo cards. There's like, you can read them obviously, but like that's not the only thing you have to do. There are,
I think that's the least that people do. Like they do
yes.
everything else, and they're like, maybe I'll
Also,
read.
if you're listening
Yes.
to us, definitely watch the video version because you get some great extras on the video version if you been listening.
Yeah.
Because you get my facial reactions.
Leah does make good faces too. We got her sitting in the middle today.
Yeah, and when I'm not talking, I tend to like zone out. So I'm just like sitting here like looking at literally whatever. Like I'm gonna be like, what is this girl on?
Not drugs.
Not drugs.
No, definitely no.
Nugs, not drugs, kids. Remember that. Okay.
Okay, so so that's some like general businessy stuff. You can do that. The program runs through July 15th, so there is still time to participate. There is still activities going on. You should be working on your essays for the essay contest, because I'm telling you, when I only get one all summer and I have to give it to that person, whether that person would have won regularly or not, I get a little annoyed because I know that you guys can do it.
Girl, I write so many essays every year as it is for
It's so
school.
easy. Like, it's only 5 paragraphs. Your prizes are cool. You picked the prizes this year.
Okay, I do kind of want that fire tablet, so I might be
There you
writing
go.
one.
Yeah, okay, so so far, what has been the best part of our...
Bird sanctuary.
I liked the frog gardens.
We've
The
done a
frog
lot of
garden's
painting this year,
really,
too.
really cool.
Yeah.
We have done a lot of crafty stuff. I think we were
Okay,
missing
okay.
that the last year, that we haven't been able to do that. I like, last night, your stones came out really cool.
Yeah.
Those
Last
did
night's
come
stone.
out
Yeah.
There will be pictures of that on Instagram soon-ish. I gotta get that done. But yeah, that one was really fun.
That's been my favorite. My bird sanctuary, though, has been my favorite. I do
That
enjoy
one was
the
a
painting.
really good one. The bird sanctuary, they did a good job.
I'll talk to you later about that one.
So what do we have left on the schedule that you're looking forward to?
Next week we're having a play date, essentially for like our animals.
It is. We call it pet night,
Pet
but it is a play
night.
night.
I'm
play date.
so excited. I'm bringing my dog. I'm very excited. I am a little worried just because she isn't good around males, but we don't. That's not our general population, and like we haven't really seen.
And
any.
you
She-
live in town ish, don't you?
No, I live that way.
Yeah, but how far that way?
We have close. I live on a highway.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like takes you like 5 minutes to get here.
It takes me 10 minutes to get here.
Okay, 10. I was close. But so
It
anyway,
may-
so like if you get into
Yeah.
it and she's not comfortable, it's
Yeah.
not like it's gonna take you all night to take her home.
Yeah, no,
like
I'm
so
not.
you've got
I have pictures of
Wiggle
her. I'll
room
just-
and
I'll just
up.
show
It's
you.
Easy
okay,
for
everyone.
that.
We're gonna get everything sorted out. It's gonna be fine.
It is
No
gonna be
one
fine.
is gonna get eaten. It's gonna.
Oh
be
yeah, no. Bring your pet. If you do come with or without a pet, I do need a signed liability form, which was in your sign-up packet, or I could give you one that night if need be.
I'm looking
Are
for
you
pictures of my
bringing
dogs.
No, both my cats would die of like a panic attack if I brought them, and also I don't think I can bring
That's
my
my
fish,
puppy.
So.
See, this is why you need to watch
Oh,
the actual
bummer.
video version because I just
Yes.
showed my
Um,
puppy.
I probably will not bring Bob. Bob is the cat. Bob has come to the library for things. We tested Bob at a book club once before our first pet night, and he is not. He gets real annoyed because like he wants to hide under things, and I won't let him hide under things because I don't want to. I want to be able to get him back out so that I can take him home. And because we're outside with other animals and the train that goes by, I don't think Bob was.
Let's
he's
just hope
not-
the train don't go by that night.
He is not a traveling cat. There are some cats that really travel well, but he is not one of them.
My eyebrows when I did them today.
So was that it? All we have?
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about with this summer?
No,
Anything else with the things we got coming up?
no.
That's basically it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically good for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Let's talk about summer plans. Then we can get the books later.
Yeah.
Because neither of us are currently reading anything besides.
I do want to note that, I've been saying for months that I have new books. I just don't have them. I either had them ordered, but they weren't here, and then they were here
We
and
got
they weren't
'em!
ready. They are here. They have been processed. They are in the teen zone. There are new books for you to check out. And there is a batch of books downstairs in tech services that will be ready soon. So you're looking at like almost a normal level of books. And I did just place an order last week, which at our current rate of arrival will maybe be here in 2 months.
Okay.
We're gonna see what happens.
So apparently we're talking about books.
Let's just say except that was it.
Well,
I'm basically done.
I'm currently reading something. It's called How to Read Literature Like a Professor. Not a willing picked up, like I just randomly decided to read. It's a not a required book, but my English teacher for AP Lit did ask us to read it, so I am reading it. No, you don't get. You don't get
fidget toy.
You don't get it back. I now have the fidget toy. And so that was really that. So it's not bad. It's and so that's not bad. It's just slow, very slow. I think is the way to.
It's probably
very detail oriented. No, I'm a detail oriented person. That's what I've been reading.
I've been reading a series of unfortunate events for literally ever, and the reason it's taking me so long is because it's really repetitive, and so I get really bored, and it makes me not want to read it. But I'm like really close to being done.
And she won't read anything else while she's reading this.
If I start something else, I will not finish this series. So yeah, we gotta finish that up super quick. I've been trying to read it more, but
I've been trying to read more in
drawing calls, and I can't say no to that because that's better.
Yeah, that's also what I'm getting to the point of is I'm only reading How to Read Literature Like a Professor, and I think that's why I haven't read anything else is because I want to get through as many. So my English teacher, he gave us a list of books he would like us to read for this year, this summer, at least one of those books, so that way we'd have something for the AP test, and I wanted to have How to Read Literature Like a Professor done before I got to those, so that way I knew. So that way I was reading it how it should be read in some people's eyes. And I was
at least for the test.
Yeah, at least for the test. And I'm really bad at reading more than one book at once, and so I can't do that, or else nothing will ever get finished. And so I think I might just force myself and power through it this weekend or something, and get all of that read.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I actually, I am almost done with a book. And I only started it 2 weeks ago, so it's not even a book I've been reading for months, which sometimes happens. I went on a ill-advised trip to Barnes & Noble. I bought a stack this tall. I spent twice as much money as I should have. But you know what? It's okay. It's fine.
And now she's reading because she feels bad that she spent that much money.
It's okay. As long as I read it, it's okay. So it's fine. I am almost finished with, I just have the second epilogue and 20th edition... 20th anniversary,
second epilogue? No, thank you.
Yeah, well, there was an epilogue, and then there was a 10th anniversary edition information and update on everybody section. I finished that, and I'm on the 20th anniversary edition because that's the one I bought. Of the Freedom Writers. It's been on my list forever.
Oh, I've heard about that. Is it good?
It's really good. It's been on my list forever, and when I was subbing, back in the day. I can say because it's been a while now. I've been here 7 years. So, one of the teachers whose room I was in frequently had it in there, and I did spot read bits and pieces of it, but I never finished it because I moved. And so I bought a copy, and I'm nearly done with it. That one is a really good one. That one.
All right, summer plans. Sorry,
yeah,
I've seen stuff I want to talk about.
She just really wants to talk summer. If you really want to talk summer,
okay,
let's talk summer.
I want to talk. Okay. I have a really bad vein of I start on something, I get very hyper focused on it. In college right now is what it is. So it's not a bad thing to be hyper focused on. And I'm doing so much with it right now. I feel like there's just I feel like I'm doing nothing but a lot all at the same time because it's not all at once I'm getting it done. Mm-hmm. It's a progression of things. So like I said, I took 2 AP tests. I'm looking at colleges. I took 2 ACTs, which I actually got the score back today. My super score on all the ACTs I took in is a 30, which is what I needed, and I'm very happy about, so I don't have to take it again, and I wasn't going to take it again no matter what, but I'm very happy about that. But I am planning on touring colleges here, a couple colleges, because of COVID and because of where I'm looking at going out of state. It is very hard for me to be able to tour the colleges I want to go to. And so to look at a couple in-state just to have some backup options or anything like that, I'm going to tour a couple of those, and I'm very excited. I think I'm going to tour, I think we talked about University of Cincinnati, OSU, main campus, and then Oberlin, all in Ohio. So I'm very excited to do that. I'm just excited for college stuff in general. I'm very excited to go to college, very excited to apply for college.
I'm telling you, it is so much fun. It is like the best. And I will tell you this ahead of time because I didn't know I needed to tell people this ahead of time because I thought other people were telling them this and nobody was telling them this. So I now have to be the one. I tell this to you all the time. It is perfectly normal. It is perfectly okay. It is perfectly expected for you to change your major and or school and or course of study several times throughout your college experience. That is, most people don't go in at the beginning and say, this is what I'm going to do, and that's what they do. Like, college is about growing and changing and learning, and it's not just about the world around you, but about yourself too. So it is really good that you are able to, you know, like, hey, I tried this and I don't like it at all like I thought I would, but this is really cool. I want to try this instead. Yeah. That is perfectly okay. It is perfectly normal. Nobody really, honestly, deep down expects you to know what you're going to do for the entire rest of your life at 18.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen.
I'm a very independent person as it is in general, so I'm very excited to see how I'm going to react. And because so we live in a very small town. I'm looking at urban campuses is where I've really liked. And so I'm very excited to see how I react as a person to living on my own, not on my own, but on my own away from my parents for the first time. Living in a big city, which is something I've never done before because I've always lived here. So I'm very excited to see how I react to that and see just how I change as a human because I am in a different situation than what I have been my entire life.
College is a coming-of-age movie, and you are the main character. Please just remember that.
I'm always the main character.
That's fun. I like that. That's a nice way of looking at it.
I'm always the main character, so like...
Yeah. Always have main character energy, unless you want to be like the little side character that the fandom falls in love with. Because like sometimes you get those little side characters, and the fandom's like, oh my gosh, they've killed 80 people, but they're my children.
Loki,
Yeah.
question
Yeah,
mark?
literally we said that yesterday. 80 popped in my head because we were talking about Loki yesterday. But
Also, if you're watching Loki, the show, it is so good. I think it's the best one they've done so far out of all the three. And I
haven't watched any of them.
I am a Bucky stan. I stand
I'm so
Bucky.
not a Marvel person.
I don't think I've sat through a single Marvel movie.
The only Marvel
so
movies
good.
I've ever watched, we watched here as a teen group, which means that we didn't watch them. It was just in the background. So I have no idea ever what's going on or what anybody's talking about.
Clicking back to the January podcast, I talked in January about how one of my New Year's resolutions was to watch all the Marvel movies this year, and that has finally I have three. I have technically only one left in the series because we didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy because I've already seen them. But we're going to watch them actually. But I've watched Endgame. I've watched everything except for the second Spider-Man movie, which I'm very excited to watch. I think we were supposed to watch that tonight? Question mark. I said no because I remembered to have this. So.
Also, this is not about Marvel, but if you haven't watched the new Luca movie, you need to go watch that. It is so cute.
I do think it looks adorable, but I haven't
so
watched
cute.
it yet.
The ending is beautiful, and I cried both times I watched it. It was so good. Like, an emotional roller coaster. Also, they're really cute. Like, they're all just really cute. Like, the little kids. They're just so cute. And they're riding their bicycle, and they want, like, the little, like, motorized thing. It's called a Vespa.
Yeah.
In the thing. Yeah. I don't know if that's, like, what they're actually
Yeah, that's a Vespa.
Or like I didn't know if that was like a brand.
Like a motorbike, Vespas? Yeah, they're a thing.
Well, they want one of those. But the end's just so cute. I love it. Anyway, yeah, go watch it.
I'm very excited also because I'm getting ready to go on vacation here soon, which I have not been able to do last year because of COVID, and then the year before that we just didn't really have time as a family to do it. I'm very excited. We're going to Virginia Beach, and I'm so excited to go to the beach. I haven't gone on vacation like with my dad since the summer going into freshman year. So I'm very excited.
Definitely time for a vacation.
It definitely is time for a vacation. I am very tired, very exhausted, and I'm very excited to just be on the beach for a little bit. Are you going on vacation this year?
I don't know. we're doing like a little thing. Like we're taking like my family and like my grandparents to like this Noah's Ark replica thing.
Oh, it's in Kentucky. I've seen pictures.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it sounds kind of dumb.
It does.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I don't really want to go, but, you know, it's my family and I don't have a choice.
Them Christians.
Yeah, them.
Hey! You gotta be nice!
I'm sorry!
We did the general disclaimer. I'm allowed to say what I want.
Coming
No.
from an atheist, I
Agnostic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Little
don't
crazy.
really want to go, and I'm
Crazy.
pretty sure I'm gonna wear my basic witch shirt just to like annoy some people.
Yes.
And my
Wear
frying
pants.
and my frying pan bracelet with the pansexual colors on
And
it.
pants. Wear pants, because
Yeah.
that'll really annoy some people there.
I'm gonna
You're
get
falling down a rabbit hole of stuff I don't think we should be discussing in an internet forum. So let's move topics a little bit. Like, okay, so like
I'm getting my senior pictures done tomorrow.
there we go. That's
yeah,
a good
see,
topic.
there we go. Okay.
I'm so excited. I have for sure one outfit I'm wearing, and then when I go home tonight, I'm finalizing my second outfit, and I'm so excited because I'm also incorporating The Book Thief, which is one of my absolute favorite books ever written.
I've heard really good things. I probably will never read it, but I've heard really
It's
good
a very thick book, so probably not.
I just I get so busy between work and work-related activities and whatnot. I read a lot of picture books. Like, that's basically it. I read a
Very
lot of
10 out
picture
of 10 recommend The Book Thief. I don't want to say it changed my life, but like it's very, very good. I have a couple book recommendations now that I'm on the topic. The Book Thief's really, really good. I enjoyed that as a 7th grader. I guarantee you I'd still enjoy it now as a senior. The Book Thief's really good. To Kill a Mockingbird's really good. Very good. That's a classic. 10 out of 10 again. Recommend you read it. It's a nonfiction book, so it's not some people's cup of tea, but it's a set of like essays put together, and essays put together called None of This Matters, We're All Gonna Die Anyway. I got it on my trip in California.
Super awesome title. Like, not gonna lie.
Little Ray of Sunshine.
It's a it's written. The author is a first generation Indian Canadian. Her family's from India, and she was born in Canada, so it's not even so. And she moves to the United States, and it was really exploring the cultural differences between India and essentially Western culture and how they clash. And
there's a very big culture shift between Western ideals and Eastern ideals.
I read that going into my sophomore year, and it really changed my perspective on some things, just because like I then got to not experience for myself, but I really got a lot more knowledge of how I'm very lucky to be born into the family I was born into, and how it could be so much different. Because like she was talking about weddings and how weddings are so different in India than what they are here. Like they have like a 7-day tradition thing, and I feel so disrespectful saying that, but I don't really know what it's called. I can't remember. It's been a couple of years since I read it. And 7 days, and how like the men and women are separated, and women are really looked down upon, essentially.
I see, depending on how Orthodox, and I don't know that that's the correct term because we use that in like Christian and Jewish practices a little bit more, I think. But depending on how Orthodox you are, you see that in a lot of world religions.
And how she was this very independent, very, I don't want to say liberal, but like very independent, very liberal person, and especially living with her more traditional Indian family. And like how it's a big controversy when she like moved in with her boyfriend. I don't know if they've gotten married since then, but how she moved in with her boyfriend, how she moved to America, and how her boyfriend life partner currently is white, and how not. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting read, and I 10 out of 10 recommend if you want to get a different point of view on things and how the world works. Also follow her on Twitter. She's hilarious on Twitter. And then I also recently read Red, White, and Royal Blue. Very good. Very. I don't want to say 10 out of 10 because it felt like the author could have done a little bit more editing. Like it was not like a final draft. It was really close to a final draft, but like still had a little, because like there was not enough detail in some parts, a little bit too much detail in other parts. It's still very good, very much enjoyed it, but like,
so like 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
9.5 out of 10, y'all.
What have you guys been doing lately?
I've been drawing comics, literally nonstop. Like literally, I've just been like up till 3. Like,
well, because somebody finally got on Instagram, so you have to have comics.
Yeah, and I took a couple weeks like as a break of making comics for a while, and so now I only have like 4 weeks of comics like in advance, so I need to like get on that. But Thursday, I'm going to Cincinnati, so I'm gonna have so much time to draw in the car.
Why are you going to Cincinnati?
I have a doctor's appointment.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna have so much. Last time I went to Cincinnati, I got 2 comics done. Like that's a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I'll get a lot of comics done. I am drawing some Luca fan art also. So.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, I should get it.
It looks so good.
Oh, wait, I can't. Should I leave?
You can leave.
Yeah.
That's fine. While she leaves to go get that, I will answer your what you guys are doing question. I've been gardening. I have container boxes in my yard now so that I can, because I rent and I didn't want to like tear up the yard.
Yeah.
So like I've got my container boxes. I got some vegetables. I got some fruit. I'm feeding the birds. First of all, like my birds are pigs. They eat so much every day, and they leave such a mess behind. Like I do, like I mean, like seed messes, not even like just bird poop. Like they're like just mostly seeds. It's a disaster. But it's fun. I like watching them. You can't quite see them out of my upstairs windows because all of my living space is upstairs. So like I need like one more box to push the bird feeder out just a little bit further, but that's gonna be like a next summer project. And I got a cute little squirrel. You know, I got some. It's fun. So I've been doing that, but that's mostly it.
I've been I got back into the gym this week, and I'm very excited about it because I was in the gym a lot in like January, February-ish, and I felt so good about myself. Just like my self-esteem was rising, just because for me mentally, it's a very much a wow, see what my body can do type of thing, and it's not even like a weight loss thing or anything like that. It's like wow, I just want to see and keep pushing to see how much I can do as a person, and I got back in the gym and I actually went lifting weights now, so it's just very fun and I'm very sore. But Leah, let's see the Luca fan art.
Yes, the art. Okay, so I do all like my sketches on paper because I find it really hard to draw, like sketch everything out digitally. So I do it on paper first. So yeah, I did that sketch and I will like put it on my tablet and stuff and do it all nice and pretty digitally so it looks better and pretty. It has color. So yeah, it's gonna be so fun. And it will be on my Instagram because man, it's cute and I ship them so hard.
They're like 12, but we're
They're
here for
like
it.
12. But also, can we please just talk about how the scales on their like sea monster things are the colors of the MLM flag? And I just gotta say, if that's not some foreshadowing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's MLM?
Men loving men.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought that's what it was, but MLM also stands for multi-level marketing.
That's the problem with the initials on everything. If you make everything in what is that, an anagram?
Yeah.
Like if you make everything an anagram, then like nobody knows it because everybody thinks like it's their anagram. Like,
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, it is what it is.
very
It's fine.
Alphabet soup, y'all.
I call you guys the Alphabet Mafia.
I'm a Querio.
Come on.
I almost thought I had a press record. I was gonna cry. Oh, I think so. We usually go out to dinner if I like after my if something big happens and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so I think instead of going out to dinner with my dad this time, I think I'm gonna ask if I can get some painting stuff because I find it very, very relaxing and very,
it can
very
be, yes.
fun.
I went through a painting phase. Nothing worked well enough to keep. I don't think we kept any of it, but like it was very.
I learned how to
soothing.
do a gradient. I painted for the first time a little while ago, and I just had to go for a gradient. That was really smart idea up in here. But I think I'm gonna ask if I can get some painting supplies instead of going out to eat for dinner because I like to paint. But I'm learning because we painted stones last night and I loved it. I love it. It puts me in a mental headspace where I can just sit there and kind of just do and create and as
That's
someone
what my
who's
comics do for me. Like I sit down with like music and I'm like, okay, nobody talk to me because I'm in the zone. This is how I keep my sanity.
because like I'm a very artsy person, just on the different side of art of like musicals and theater and dance and singing, and so like to be able to unlock that side, artsy side of the things, it's very calming. So like it's allowing me to create and let a creative outlet on a different side of things, which is very, very fun and very, very cool.
Yes, I do like that. Yeah, I have, I rotate through hobbies like people rotate through socks. I think like it's just like whatever I'm in the mood for. Like, 'cause, like sometimes I knit, but I haven't picked up my knitting needles in like 3 months.
Oh, I still haven't seen the scarf from Christmas.
Yours
That's
is finished.
done. That's done.
Hey, the deal was that everybody would have their scarf before they graduated.
You got
Nobody
a year.
has graduated yet. I am
You
not.
got a year. I'm the only one, not technically, but I'm the only one that participates in TAC that is graduating this year, and I'm very excited about that. So we're not allowed to get any more seniors because all the attention's on me, and I love attention. So, all right.
Why never one look at me all the
I don't know.
I'm just sitting here looking pretty.
You always look pretty.
I know.
We're still working on the humility thing.
No. My therapist said I need to work on my self-esteem and self-confidence.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Every day when
humility's
you
not
get
a
up,
thing.
listen, you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful because you are.
I sat, I think, in the mirror looking at myself for a good 5 minutes today, just like,
Oh,
wow,
I definitely
I
did.
look hot today.
I put on this outfit. I got this like cute little flannel
We're
on
kind
today.
of matching today.
Yeah, a little bit. And I'm like,
Ooh.
wow, you sexy.
Yeah, it was a great time this
And
morning.
then I walked out and I was like, yes, let's do this. Like,
Let's do this day
you
to day.
dominating.
Always
Yeah.
remember, it is your oyster you make of it. That's definitely not the correct quote, but like,
It's not, but we're gonna pretend like
what
it
is your oyster?
Whew, I think we've definitely derailed a little bit there
Okay,
on that one.
it's
Good-
We did an hour-long podcast earlier.
Good, like internal message if you can decipher it. But we have been talking for a very extended period of time because
Leah's only eating breakfast today. I had a bowl of soup earlier. We're very hungry,
We
very
ordered
tired.
an entire fruit tray today, and like half a bag of a party size like chip bag thing.
And yes,
great
and we
time.
did do an entire hour-long podcast with the Milton Public Library out of
Bonus
Wisconsin.
episode. You don't
There
get
will
a
be
video,
a bonus
but
episode on coming up. There will be a bonus episode posted soon with that information.
yeah, it will not. It'll only be audio, not video, but that's
Yes,
fine.
because
You don't
we're
get to see my beautiful face or her beautiful face, and that's
Or
kind of
Alexis
sad.
was here too.
Oh yeah, Alexis's beautiful face also, but that was a whole thing of issues to try and be able to record and put on visually. So we decided no.
Yeah, it was just like you're lucky I got it recorded because I did. But it was a little touch and go there at the beginning. We practiced a little bit first.
Yeah.
Which took a couple bit, and it's a good thing I keep two laptops here, one for the radio and one for the like podcasting stuff and recording because we.
Alrighty, friends, I'm done. I'm over that. I'm sorry. I'm
We
so
have
tired.
hit over 30 minutes. We talked about our summer program. Make sure you check us out on @mmteens on Instagram and our teen page at the marvinlibrary.org because all of the correct, pertinent, easy to read information is there as opposed to us talking over each other all the time. And we do have new books again, which is new and exciting. We're always very excited about new books. Because generally, the one nice thing about the teen stuff is that I do generally order. Hey, Brenna! I do generally order like 30 new books every month, and we've kind of gotten a little bit out of that.
This
cycle
is
because of
definitely
COVID stuff, and
chaotic
Brenna
right
is
now.
Here to say hello,
Hi.
just in time for us to close and say goodbye.
All right, goodbye.